When we don't do these every week anymore, it requires a lot more time to set it up.
How do we do this again?
I don't get it. Do we put the camera facing outside the car? People kind of use it as a podcast anyway, so really it doesn't matter where we point this thing. But it
kind of matters a little bit.
Well, I guess there's 5 people who watch it instead of just listening to it. But since we're doing it like this instead of writing, editing like I do on the shorter reviews. That means I could actually take a break this time and just let you talk all the way through this one.
You're still the host. I'm just here.
No. I'm promoting you. I am co-host
Pressure.
now. Would you be mad if I just left?
I would leave too. I wouldn't just sit here. It's not live.
You wouldn't continue it? Oh, right. That's right. We're in a garage, so there's no signal down here. That was in the... Oh, man. That's a reference to the before times. When we used to do these videos live.
Oh, yeah. That wasn't too long ago. 2 years ago?
6 months ago, but I'll give you that. It feels like 2 years ago. But, so, I didn't even know this was coming out this week. I mean, I knew this movie was coming out, but I didn't know it was coming out so soon until, yesterday.
Yeah, my friend, she texted me, and she was like, are you going to watch Friday? And I was like, watch what? And then I saw the link she posted, and I was like, whoa, okay, I didn't know.
You wrote back, you were like, The Witches? Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's not what happened.
Originally we were gonna do a midnight screenings of the Witches, but you were really excited for this movie, so I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll just review The Witches on my own. But you still watch The Witches with me, so it's like you watched it for nothing. That piece of shit.
All for nothing.
This was all for nothing.
Yeah, I watched it. I was like, let's watch Unsolved Mysteries, and we were like,
I gotta watch The Witches. I had to because I only found out yesterday that this movie was coming this Friday, so I had to kind of redo my whole weekend movie watching schedule. Okay, I gotta watch The Witches tonight. I'll do Borat tomorrow. Watch Rebecca in the afternoon. I wrote a Scooby-Doo Halloween review 2 weeks ago that I really should film. So
yeah.
I hadn't switched.
And this one's pretty big, so we had to do it.
Oh yeah, it's been trending the last few days for several reasons. But yeah, I hadn't seen the first one since it came. What was that, 2006?
2006.
Yeah. I saw it in 2006 when it came out, and enjoyed it quite a bit. I hadn't seen it since, but I didn't really need to see it since, given how many people quoted it for the next several years.
Very nice.
Then it kind of, you were doing that when you watched the trailer yesterday, and I was like, it's starting again.
I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
Kidding. Actually, it did give way to one of my favorite shirts, which is one of those incorrect shirts where it was a picture of Borat, and under it said, "Yeah, baby," like an Austin Powers quote.
Oh yeah, those shirts.
No, this buddy of mine would quote this movie all the time, so even though I only saw it once, it's like I saw it hundreds of times.
I remember we were talking about it once, and I was not old enough to watch it.
Yeah.
I was 11.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't have been able to watch it anyways at when I was still living with my parents. But I did anyways when I was 15.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was one of the first raunchy comedies that were really, I thought it was clever at least,
yeah.
That I've ever seen for the first time.
When I saw it in theaters, I was the age you are now.
I know. Don't
it's
make it
we're
weird.
Playing a game of chicken. Who says it first? Hi, in this review, I'll be playing the role of Rudy Giuliani.
Okay, don't make it weird, honey.
Oh, honey. I've already made it weird.
Anyway.
The train's already been derailed. We just gotta hang on to something.
Anyways. So I was telling you, I was like, oh, I loved that movie when I was 15. Regan, my best friend Regan at the time, we used to watch it all the time. And and you're like, yeah, but you didn't grow up into as an adult in 2006
when it was quoted
quoted all the time, because I have never heard of Bruno or Borat or the Ali G show until I was 14 or 15. So by then, I mean, it was still quoted, but it wasn't as much.
Kind of died down, then it's coming right back.
Yeah.
When's the last time you saw the first one?
Before I met you, because I don't think I would have watched it around.
I would watch it again, because I did like it.
No, like, I've seen it maybe total of like 10 times.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot. It makes it sound like I'm kind of like a Borat nerd or something, but...
But how many times have you seen The Brothers Grimsby?
Oh, I didn't see it, but I was like, oh, he's so funny, maybe this will be good, and then I heard it was awful, and I was like, that sucks.
Every talented man has got their own love guru.
Yeah.
I do like him a lot. I do. Brothers Grimsby notwithstanding. I didn't mind The Dictator when I saw it. I again, only saw it once when it was theaters, but I remember kind of thinking it was alright. Bruno, I should probably watch again. It's been years.
Bruno's hilarious.
It's been years, and I think I was kind of drunk when I watched it. I saw that when it first came out.
I honestly like Bruno a little bit more than Borat.
Trial of the Chicago 7 was last week.
Yeah, and he has like an HBO show too that he's supposed to be like a serious one that's supposed to be really good.
Which, I mean, granted, he's not the writer or anything of Trial of the Chicago 7,
No.
but it has been a month of Sacha Baron Cohen.
From the writer of Borat.
Yeah. No, so this one, you know what I like about this is that, I mean, it's certainly got all of the...
It's very topical.
Well, it is that, but, like, it's got all the raunch and everything of the other one. Like, it
is.
Yeah, it does. It goes places where if it were any other movie, you'd kind of be like, oh, I don't think it's probably going to go there. But in this, it's like, well, yeah, of course this is what's going to happen next. But what I like about it is that, it definitely doesn't hold back. It's over the top. It embraces its R rating to the extent that when we pushed play up on, this is the first time I've seen this, we're up on the top corner when it'll say like rated R for such and such as this. It was rated R for language, violence, and blackface. Like, I've never seen. Will it do that if I pop in Holiday Inn after this? So, but no, with all of that stuff going on, and I do like that in its own twisted way, it actually has a lot of heart to it.
No, it does. I mean, if you don't know the plot, if you haven't read it, it is mostly a father-daughter story, and you wouldn't imagine like the character Borat as being like a good father or anything. He's not going to let his daughter do certain things that boys are able to do, and he's going to be sexist.
He's going to put her on a ball and chain.
Yeah.
It's a kettlebell from, like, your local gym. But it is, like... It does turn into, like, this sweet story between these two, while still keeping in character.
Yeah,
there's a natural... progress to the character, a natural arc to both characters as the movie goes along, so it's not out of left field. It doesn't feel ungenuine or anything like that. And also on her end, it is also like this coming of age story in a movie that has her doing like a period dance at this like debutante's ball.
It was a like fertility dance.
Yeah, fertility dance. Yeah.
I knew where it was going when he said her moon blood or something. She has her moon blood or something, and he's talking to like this debutante, like advisor kind of woman. She's like, "Oh, women can do things even though they're having women troubles." It's like women troubles.
How do you say it?
My period.
Oh, I always called it a question mark. Thank you. I gotta go out on top, honey.
Okay, Costanza.
Sorry, we've also been watching a lot of Seinfeld lately. Beep, beep, beep.
Anyways.
No, but for a lot of those segments where he's in, like, some kind of place of business, the phone place, the costume shop, things like that, in this one, you can see that a lot of people are kind of going along with it. Yeah,
I mean, what can you expect? This character's pretty...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I wasn't expecting, like, reactions like a jackass or, like, Dirty Grandpa or which was it Bad Grandpa or Dirty Grandpa? One's the De Niro one, one's the Johnny Knoxville one. Bad Grandpa, okay.
I think.
Bad Grandpa, where he's under heavy makeup and everything.
Well,
so.
they do kind of do that with this one though. They're pretty clever about it. Half of it is him as Borat, and then some of it is him dressed up, because he comes back to America because he's just assigned a mission. So when he goes back, everyone's like, he's dressed as Borat, and everyone's like, genuine reactions like, oh, hey, very nice.
Yeah.
And he's like, now I have to go and get,
he's got
disguises.
to, he has to go to America because he'll possibly get the death penalty unless he makes up for the events of the first movie. So he and his daughter go to America. It was supposed to be him and a monkey, but she ate the monkey. This all happens. And
it's hard to explain.
So just follow along with me. It makes way more sense than the witches does. Basically what they're trying to do through a lot of it is he wants to offer her to Rudolph Giuliani after trying to do so with Mike Pence fails. Yeah. But anyway, he's wearing different disguises and things like that through it, but in a lot of those segments, it doesn't look like it's really hidden cameras or anything like that. It looks like I could see why someone would be sort of playing along with it, as a lot of people in this movie are, because if someone, regardless of what disguise he's wearing, if someone's standing there doing that and there's cameras there, it's even if you don't know that's Sacha Baron Cohen, if someone did that to me, I'd be like, well, okay, this is part of some television show. Or something. There's
some things at the Pence.
Because
there's going to be cameras there anyways, and Pence looked pissed.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of things like that. There are. In fact, one of my favorite things about it was when he's with those two, when it's during the quarantine, the two guys in the cabin, the two conspiracy theory guys, and I do got a lot of respect for Sacha Baron Cohen because he stayed in character for 5 days.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was like, there's no way he went to bed.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, Isla Fisher. Wait, I might call her by that. But
sure.
I'm into this place with these two guys. Get a load of this. He had to have been in character.
Yeah, he remained in character for 5 days. For the 5 days he was there. And him and these two dudes, they...
becomes a real friendship.
I know, they actually kind of become friends, towards the end of it. I'm kind of digging this. And I'm looking at it going it was kind of funny in that they're spouting off all of these conspiracy theories about
Hillary Clinton
drinking blood, eating children and drinking blood and things like that. Yet when he shows them his book on fertility or whatever it was, and they're looking at it going it's messed up to them. Where they're oh, this is just some conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, so you're smart enough to know that that's not real.
I loved that cabin, by the way. That
cabin was nice. Great. It was that hotel we spent.
Yeah. It was a cabin-themed room at this hotel. And I wanted that place, man. I want to live there. That looked cozy as fuck.
These guys, though, they're because at this point, Sacha Baron Borat is looking for his daughter because they get in a fight, and he finds her on television or something. He's like, "That looks like my daughter," or something. Yeah. And then he's like, "Do you think we can leave quarantine for this?" And they're like, "No, we have to. We have to help you out, man."
I know. Yeah, they're actually helping him and everything.
They actually really like.
I know.
Guy.
I'm they're all kind of.
It's weird.
It's like watching a messed up version of Perfect Strangers. It's there's Balky, and then there's hardcore, if Larry was a hardcore conservative in a cabin and was two guys. No, that part I was really into. No, I actually did get quite a few laughs out of this.
I got a lot of laughs out of this. The Melania Trump cartoon that.
Oh yeah, so when his daughter is looking at the history of the romance between Melania and Donald Trump, it's animated like it's Anastasia.
Yeah.
It's
it's really
princess
funny.
Movie. Yeah, no, that part was funny, and it was fun looking at when he's at CPAC. because both of us have been to the Gaylord Hotel before, because that's where MagFest is.
Yeah, I used to go
So
there a
I'm
couple
looking
times.
at it going like, I recognize everything. I'd be like, man, I was passed out in that corner one time.
He has to find a way to get into the convention.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have to find a way to, well, I'm not going to try the accent actually, but I have to try to find a way to get in without, getting caught. And so he's wearing, what is it? The KKK outfit.
The robe.
The robe. And no one does anything. Everyone's just kind of like, normal. Like,
Well, I mean, it was edited pretty quick.
well, whatever. He didn't get kicked out.
What a gig. Some people could have thought he was just a scary ghost, like on South Park. No, yeah, there's that. See, so he goes in and dresses like Trump at one point, but the part that everyone's talking about the last couple of days is the Rudy Giuliani part.
Insane. I didn't know how creepy it was gonna be.
He's come a long way since he was our nation's hero for saving fat-free yogurt.
I know. Yeah, like I avoided all the news articles and all the
I saw some
stuff.
of them.
I didn't read any of them. I just knew he was in it. I didn't know what it was gonna be. I mean, I had a feeling, but wow, this actress. I applaud her. That would have been hard to do.
I know, and it's like, yeah, it is all condensed and pieced together, whereas I'm sure it's, much, well, of course it is, much longer when it's not edited together. But even with that, because I know that that's what the defense is that it's kind of cobbled and edited together a bit. But at the same time, it's like, I understand that that's why, because that's really kind of the only defense he would have, really.
We see what he did.
You're looking at it, and you're going, I don't know if looking at the raw footage would make this better.
There's a point, he's like a really creepy old man. Like, things that creepy old men do, like women will probably know, is like they'll pat you like really close to your butt, but it's like on your hip. Like this, like on the back, and it's like, ugh, like that's too close, and yeah, and he's always like, holding hands with her, and it's just, it's gross.
I know, it looked like, I was like,
and she's supposed to be 15 too, but maybe they lied about her age, I'm sure.
I don't recall it saying in the movie her telling him that she's 15 years old, but I mean, he's clearly flirting with her. He's clearly so that's what I mean. I'm like, I don't think that the raw footage would make this situation look any better. It'd kind of make it more awkward, because now it's happening again and it's longer.
Yeah. That other scene, she wants to get breast implants because she's trying to get.
Oh, that woman was really good.
Like, was she like a foster parent or something?
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I wasn't thinking about that, but yeah, that moment was really like sincere and good. I think that was
There's
real.
a part where a woman is like, telling her she doesn't need to do this. She's beautiful. She doesn't need to go in there and get these breast implants and everything. And she comes back later on in the movie, and her few scenes in the movie are great. Her reactions are great. And she really is like she's handling these situations incredibly cool, and is like
that's
being
why I'm not sure if she's
a
real
decent human being about everything that's being presented to her.
I wasn't sure if she was hired or not, like, because the way she handled it was pretty cool, like you said. But her advice was maybe she's just really good, naturally good at giving advice to like troubled teens or however old she is. Maybe she's just really good at it. But
no, those scenes like had a lot of heart to it. The movie does have heart to it. It does.
I was gonna say no, the breast implant, the doctor.
The guy who, like, looks like the Crypt Keeper but thinks he's Dr. Christian Troy from Nip Tuck.
His medical advice, or not medical advice, but his terminology is titties. Oh, okay,
so you
doctor.
want your titties bigger, right? All right. Dr. Love.
I know. Like, said some other things, too.
This guy. Old school.
Titties.
Yeah, no, that part was funny. There's
a lot of callbacks to the original, like the asshole neighbor.
They turn his dude from the first one into a chair.
Oh, Azamat. I was wondering what they were going to do with Azamat, because he's given this mission to go back to the States, and he's like, well, I need my, what was he, a producer or like
some partner or something.
Yeah. I need Azamat, and he's like, he's not here anymore. And he's like, where is he? You're sitting on him, and he's into a chair.
Yeah.
And you see his penis.
Uh-huh.
So stupid. And it seems like kind of normal to Borat, so he's like, oh,
right.
Oh, okay, I'll sit back down.
Texas chainsaw feng shui in that room. Like, God. I like that the movie has a twist. I won't say what it is.
Yeah, it has
but
a
I go
twist.
into this, I'm like, you don't go into this expecting there's going to be like this kind of surprising twist at the end of the movie.
It's funny, I thought.
And it's very funny. It's incredibly clever. The whole movie is really clever. It doesn't just simply do the other movie again. Now, this movie is way more. Granted, it's been a while since I've seen the first one, but this one does feel way more topical.
It is. I would say it's more topical.
So, I don't know. So, yeah, it's enjoyable to watch in the year 2020.
Well,
Years from now, I'm sure it would still be very funny, don't get me wrong, because it does have genuine laughs in the movie, but I could see where in just a handful of years' time and beyond that, it being looked at as like a time capsule of 2020.
But I don't see that as an issue.
No, I don't. I'm just wondering
if anything,
how
it's like, whew, we got out of that one.
Sure, yeah. But, no, because, I mean, that's certainly the intent of the movie, but I'm curious how years from now it'll be watching it. But I'm sure it would still come across as funny, but it's very, it's probably, the most 2020 movie of the year.
We'll show our
aside from Angry Asian Murder Hornets.
We'll show our child, like, when they're, I don't know, how old is age appropriate, be like, this is what it was like in 2020.
Yeah.
It is a good, like, time capsule for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the twist is really funny. And, yeah, they were, like, I mean, for this movie to come out, during when the social distancing thing became a thing and lockdown, and it was, I think, June 27th was when they shot that scene with his reuniting with his daughter.
Right.
Like, that wasn't that long ago. I'm pretty impressed that they were able to release this.
Yeah, no, they did a good job putting it together. It's edited very well. It does feel like it has, like, a 3-act structure. Like,
Yeah,
it
does.
It's not just, like, kind of cobbled together random things. Like, it has a beginning, middle, and end. And like I said, like, the twist at the end, which they do, when you think back to everything that you just saw before, it makes sense in the movie. Like, not in that, like, oh man, is this true?
It's not, yeah.
But no, you could see to where it was all, you can go back and look at it and see where it was all leading to that, like the little clues that they kind of put in there. So yeah, I enjoyed it. If you liked the first one, if you like his television show, and
If you just like Sacha
you're a fan of
Baron
his,
Cohen,
yeah, it was very funny. It was very funny. It was very clever.
it's a laugh we kind of need right now.
Oh yeah, after the witches, whoa.
No, to kind of laugh about COVID and about politics and creepy old men. And
Oh, you didn't see that Corona movie in the elevator, though, that I watched. That was hilarious. Do you want to watch it?
No.
I didn't know if that's why you were being silent. Like you're actually secretly mad I watched that movie without you.
You watched this without me?
That's okay. I'm sure there's 20 other COVID movies that have been made since then. I know of at least one. But no, I recommend this. I'd give it I'd probably give it like a B+.
Yeah, B+A.
No A- though.
Oh, okay, I guess there is an A-.
Out of the question.
No. I guess, yeah, A-.
I give it like a B, C-. Oh. You're gonna give me Corona in the elevator, aren't you?
I can't. I don't just, like, get it. Like, command.
I don't know how diseases work. I based all my knowledge of diseases on David Cronenberg's Rabbit.
Okay. It's been a long day, honey, for me.
Oh, so we can talk about 2 other movies instead of the 4 that we've had written down. Would you like to go upstairs?
Yeah, I'm kind of tired.
Okay, all right. We'll go upstairs, honey.
Stop it.
See ya.
Bye.